a little, okay, very good. So everything is recording now, very good. So let's begin by just centering ourselves by taking a deep breath in, breathe in. And exhale, the mouth, let go. Let go of everything else now. Good, one more time. Deep breath in. Through the nose, fill your entire body, breathe, breathe, breathe. And exhale, let go through the mouth. All tensions, all worries, all stress. Good, one more time. Deep breath in. Through the nose, fill all the limbs, all the organs, breathe, breathe, breathe. And exhale, let go of all distractions, all worries, anxieties, and fears now. So that you can really be present now, to really absorb, to really take in the beauty that Chris and Alison is going to share with us today. Their wonderful vibration, their field of energy. So allow your breath to sink deep into your abdomen now. Connect with yourself, with your hearts. Let your breath lead you to a still place within your hearts right now. And feeling all the thoughts, all the worries, to just drop away now. To be clearly present now. With yourself and with all of us today for this very special occasion. And gently come back. Feel that connection with the ground. Feel that clarity in your breath, in your body, in your mind and spirit now. And gently open your eyes. Good, beautiful. So wonderful to be here with you all. And so let's just jump right in. And Chris and Alison, so let's begin with your unique journeys, your unique musical journeys. Which one of you would like to start by sharing how you got to where you are currently?
He's handing me the floor.
Okay.
Well, I was fortunate to grow up in a house that was always full of music. My grandmother was a concert pianist, and my mother loved to sing in church and play the piano and would sing, and my sisters both sing, and my father played guitar and taught me how to play guitar. And so I was just very fortunate to always be around music.
Wonderful.
And yeah, and you know, it was interesting because as a child, I imagined growing up and having children, and I really, really wanted to be able to play my child a lullaby.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's That was the main reason, huh? Fabulous. Wow, what a mother.
You know, as a kid, it was actually really motivating because I was motivated to learn how to play. And so I did learn how to play piano and kind of grew up taking traditional classical piano lessons for many years. And then as I got older, in my teenage years, I began really diving into writing and composition, and it became
wow.
just hugely cathartic for me at that time, you know, just going through the challenges of growing up and becoming an adult. And, you know, I'm so grateful that I had that. And even on a spiritual level, even as a teenager, I remember, you know, plucking the strings on the piano and just really being inspired by the vibration. I used to like to lay underneath the piano and like feel what the vibration
Wow.
felt like on my body. And, you know, it really had an effect. And even then I was like, everything is vibration. And
That's amazing.
God is vibration. And this vibration is powerful and has, you know, music is powerful. So that was something I learned very young, and I'm really grateful for that.
So fabulous. Wow, what a early age you started your journey of wisdom and music. Fabulous. Chris, how about yourself?
I was lucky enough, my father was so cool. He taught me how to play ukulele when I was 6 years old, man. And I took off on that thing. I loved it. Because you just look at the dots and you just put your fingers on the dots and
yeah.
and sing my little heart out. So that was hilarious.
Wow.
And also I had a bunch of older brothers, and they had bands, and they'd rehearse in the garage with like a beautiful Hammond B3 organ, drum kit, Shure PA.
Lucky.
I remember the smell of the tube amps, and they did harmonies and all the cool songs, and it was like, whoa, man. So I'm sure that definitely influenced me as well, for sure. And started playing guitar at a very young age, and was also lucky enough when I was quite young to get involved in a choral program in middle school, junior high school, which was beautiful to be able to kind of learn rock and all the songs of the day, and then also sing Bach, Mendelssohn, Brahms, Haydn, whoever, and it was absolutely thrilling. So I love you know, all types of music, and certainly finding the commonalities and the merging of the different styles. Because you can rock out in any style, as we know.
Absolutely.
But vibration, you mentioned vibration. Now, I am perplexed over one thing, if I may. It's that when you say vibration, you know, the sound waves vibrate through the atmosphere. And they call it music of the spheres. But obviously, because of the soup that we live in, creates this flux for the vibrations to be carried. So beyond atmosphere, I haven't quite figured that one out yet.
It's the field, you know, the holographic
I mean,
field.
I guess it came to us, and now we're just bouncing it back. So that's what I'm
Interesting questions, right? Beautiful, Chris, because you've raised some really fabulous points and questions that will just very naturally lead to our next topic about the field, right? So you came up with this wonderful name, the field, your collaboration. And how did you first of all, how did you even come up with the name, the field? What does that represent to both of you? Why the field?
Well, I guess for me, it really does represent the holographic field. And you know, the tag is music to heal the world, because, you know, if we can create that healing vibration, as Chris said, and have it vibrate through the holographic field, through the sphere, through the great cosmic egg that is encompassing us all, that, you know, if we can be in that space, that we can help others to be in that space too.
And if I can expound upon that, I think, especially now and often maybe in our lives and in people's lives, you know, we feel a disconnect, you know, when in actuality, we all are so connected. I mean, as cheesy as it sounds, we are one. We really are one. I mean, for us to exist on this plane together and operate in this physicality in this plane, it's just kind of obvious that we're all connected in this hologram. And so I love, the same thing came to mind when you mentioned the field as well, of course. So.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's so beautiful. I mean, that's so perfectly what is needed in our times right now, more than ever, especially with this pandemic. But even if we didn't have the pandemic, we totally need what you're offering, you know, because I think with your talents, with your amazing background in music, I mean, from such a young age, and also with your heart and with your spiritual orientation to your music, this is really incredible, huge, I think, a wonderful, wonderful destiny awaiting you guys. Now, quick question. So with the field, what are you hoping to sort of, you know, kind of what is your vision going forward? How would you describe the style of music with the field that you're kind of introducing to the world? Is it unique in a way, or is it kind of traditional Kirtan music?
Well, you know, first I'd like to just backtrack a little bit, I guess, because, you know, I did kind of do my decade in New York City. I was a singer-songwriter. I was trying to get a record deal. And for years, I was trying to be something. And unfortunately, or fortunately, you know, this is how life goes, I wasn't being guided to be my authentic self or to sing from my authentic voice. It was always trying to kind of fit into what was hot at the time. And, you know, I did that for many years in New York City, and really felt disconnected from my own voice. Like I felt like I didn't even know how to sing anymore, which was odd, because I told you my background and grew up and very naturally was singing and playing all the time. And that through that process, I really felt disconnected from my authentic sound. And when I did eventually have a child, and when I was pregnant with my daughter, Zen, that's when I decided I was going to record some mantras. And I had been teaching Kundalini yoga already for many years, and there were chants that I knew and that I loved. And I decided, you know, just for myself, that I was going to record these chants. And it was really liberating experience, because for the first time, it was like the music, it wasn't about me. It was about the message. It was about the feeling that this music was creating. And that was really freeing. But it really wasn't until, you know, another 10 years later that I decided, you know, after getting out of music, right, raising a young child, and then really wanting to get back to music, it was through chanting, I'll give a shout out to David Pramal and Mitten, and certainly Elijah Ray and the Band of Light. These are artists that helped me to come back to my authentic voice and to just sing along with them, just from the heart, letting out that true sound. And that's when I really wanted to get back into music, and I wanted to record. And I was led to Chris, and Chris is a wonderful teacher to help you to get to your authentic voice. And so I did approach him at that point. Maybe you take it from there.
Well, yes, well, you know, I must say I do love to play many instruments, and I've really embraced technology, but hands down, to me, the voice is truly the superior instrument, in that, of course, it's connected directly to your heart, and of course your language. And I've always said this, some people might not agree with me, but I have a theory. I say everybody can sing. It's funny, you know, you'll hear like some grown person or whatever, and they say, oh, I can't sing. And I'm like, you don't remember that, like when you were like 7 years old, you were belting at your lungs out, like any number of like dozens of songs that you learned in elementary school or whatever, you know, from Old MacDonald to Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star to Happy Birthday or whatever. people just tend to forget, you know, and they don't realize that they actually do have a voice in there. And I think the voice, singing for everybody is so therapeutic. You have to admit, it's lovely to sing in unison with each other, to harmonize with each other, to echo each other, to hum, to add, you know, to improvise. It's all so therapeutic and wonderful, and that bathing in the vibration and aligning your tone to other people doing the same is it's divine. It certainly is. It's divine. And that's
fabulous. That's such powerful points both of you are making. I mean, Alison, I really loved the thing about, you know, finding your authentic voice. You know, what a gift to be able to do that, because so many of us never find our authentic voice. Not particularly in music, but I'm talking about generally in life. I mean, how many of us just kind of go through life and never maybe take the chance, or never have a opportunity, or through fear or through worry, we never express our true voice. But what Chris is saying is also really important, is that we do have a voice. Each of us do have a voice, and we can sing, whether it's singing literally or singing with our hearts. We all have that opportunity to sing and rejoice in life. But it's difficult. It's really not easy. So that kind of naturally leads to the point about healing at this time, right? Healing during this pandemic and the healing power of music. Now, Chris was going into that a bit, but maybe Alison, maybe you could go into a little bit more about the healing effect of music, and also particularly of your music, maybe. Specifically, how does it heal? And that's so important and so needed now during this pandemic.
Absolutely. And I guess, you know, I experienced the power of music early on in my life. And, you know, when we talk about Kirtan, that traditionally was a recitation of religious or spiritual ideas. It's actually a Sanskrit word. And it became very popular, obviously, in the US with the explosion of yoga and retreat centers and all of that. And essentially, it is devotional music, and so you can get into that meditative, beautiful space and have that intention and sing from your heart. And but what makes what we're doing a little different is that while we do some chants that I've, you know, sung for many years that are close to my heart, we also sing in English, which I think for the transformational times we're in right now, we really have to create that bridge. Everything is so polarized right now that we need to find the connections between, for instance, the mind and the spirit, or technology and spirituality. And even, you know, we use a lot of different electronic sounds and acoustic sounds. And so this music is for everyone, first of all. It doesn't matter if you do yoga, it doesn't matter what your religion background is. That I think we can all agree in the power of love. So that's really the place that I'm coming from. You know, Chris speaks of, you know, the voice obviously is connected with the heart. And so we're really trying to bridge the gap and to help people experience being in their hearts and feel that vibration. And certainly when you're singing and you can feel it resonating right there, that happens really naturally. So you can hear the words, you can speak them with intention, you can feel them resonating inside you. And again, it is a palpable thing. It's a vibration, it's a frequency. And if we can do our job by being in that frequency, then I call it like this, it is a sympathetic resonance, sympathetic vibration, right? Like I discovered, you know, plucking the piano strings, that the other strings around it began to vibrate too. So yeah, there it is.
Fabulous, fabulous. Chris, did you have a different take on that at all? How do you feel about the healing power of music, particularly now?
Well, I certainly think that participating and joining in a group is very therapeutic. It's just lovely, and this music is a divergence from, you know, other music that I've been like. As you know, I just released my own personal record. It's called Connection, and those are more pop vocal songs, pop formula. But these songs tend to be more elongated. They're more accessible for people to jump in, and certainly open to improvise over, and accessible to sing along with and harmonize with. And that's what we're trying to achieve, an accessibility to be able to just latch on and join in, or just listen and latch on too is fine. But certainly if you want to sing, most definitely sing as well. That's the therapy.
Fabulous, fabulous. It's so exciting. Wow. So I'm sure all of us are like dying right now to hear some of this music. Like, wow, let's hear it. So what is the first song that you would like to share with us?
This song is called Expanded Universe. And
wow. Love it.
This is the newest song that we're gonna do. It just came to me after I had picked up my daughter and we were driving home, and the line kind of came to me. And actually it is pretty funny because I got to give her a little bit of credit here, because I started saying, I am the light, I am the truth, I am the way through the expanded universe. And she said, Mom, shouldn't it be we? And I said, oh my God, Zen, you are so right. It absolutely has to be we, because that's where we're at now.
Yes, her name is Zen.
Yeah, what a name. Wow.
Yes, she's the best.
So it is, we are the light, we are the truth, we are the way through the expanded universe. And,
wow,
you know, if you just think for a moment how, you know, we take in food of the earth, and through the combustion, through the fire in our navel, it gets converted into energy. And it's the fire that warms our blood. Our blood is the river of life, the water running through our veins. You know, we are nature, right? The air we breathe, we're sharing it with everything in the universe.
Yes.
And you know, we are nature, we are the universe. And I think if anything, what we can do right now is take ownership of our own vibration and what we're emitting into the field.
Fabulous, fabulous. What a powerful, what a beautiful message. I think that's part of the Kirtan experience, is having that wonderful message sort of embedded, flooding our system, flooding our heart. So do people sort of chant along, or can they sing along, kind of, even though everyone's mic is muted? I guess they can still sort of hum or say the words. Are the words complicated at all?
Well, for the verse, that is the verse. We are the light, we are the truth, we are the way through the expanded universe. And that part is very easy to sing along with. Then it goes into a bit of a chorus. And so people are certainly welcome to join us. And I think it's got a nice vibe. It's vibey. That's something.
Cosmic vibe. Okay.
Yes,
wonderful.
I love it. When Alison showed it to me a couple of months ago, I guess, I was like, yes, that song is awesome. It's got a cool, funky bass rhythm too. Very cool. Very
nice.
Cool.
Fabulous, fabulous. Wow, let's bathe in that cosmic vibration.
Nice.
Great. Thank you.
You have a piano, right? Two, three.
Just a moment. Take two.
3, 4.
So fabulous.
Thank you.
That is really one of the most beautiful kirtans I've ever heard. I mean, it's so rich, so deep, so meaningful, so cosmic, and really, in a way, like a Zen koan. No wonder your daughter loves
Yeah.
it, right? Because
Wow.
because for people that are not on the spiritual journey, they might wonder, well, how can the universe and the stars be within me? Here I am, this little old me, right? How can the stars, the sky be within me? So this is a very wonderful koan to ponder upon. But the song is, bringing up such beautiful themes and beautiful questions and even providing beautiful answers. So really marvelous, marvelous, marvelous. Now, this kind of naturally leads to your field. So you describe your field as sort of a modern kirtan. So kirtan being kind of a spiritual orientation to singing, to being able to share that with each other. Why do you say, or why would you describe your sort of take on kirtan to be modern?
Well, again, I think it is, we are creating that bridge between technology and spirituality. We're including the electronic and the acoustic sounds on many different styles of music. We do include some Sanskrit chants, but much of what we do is in English, which I think makes it, again, accessible to everybody. So again, it's just beyond any denomination or spiritual practice. It's really just for everybody and anybody. Again, it's just coming from a place of love and connection and service.
100%.
Yeah, fabulous. 100%. Chris, you want to add anything to that?
Yes, service is the big word here. I mean, I do love. I've always loved singing in a choir, and being in a group of people who are connecting on that level. And I couldn't think of a better word than service. Way better than ego-driven and trying to be cool and trying to be an artist. And like you said, pursuing more of the Western pop thing. It's way more about connecting to heart and connecting with people in a meaningful way.
Fabulous, fabulous. Yeah, now, so that raised an interesting kind of question, because Chris, you've worked with some major artists, right? So for example, like Carly Simon, I believe, and so when you compare kind of the music, or maybe, I mean, have you kind of witnessed a lot of ego in some of the stars that you work with? And how does that kind of differ with the music of kirtan that's coming from the heart and trying to go beyond the ego? Is there like a big difference you notice, or not so much, or what do you think?
It does depend upon the artist. I find often with ambitious younger artists, they're more willing to do whatever it takes in order to be famous. There's so much at stake. I mean, when I first moved to the city when I was a kid, I had artistic aspirations to be an artist, but when I quickly learned what it's like to interface with record labels and lawyers and management and marketing, and it was like, wait a minute. So I was quite lucky that I got to embrace production and play all the instruments and sing. So in essence, it was like being an artist without having to stick my neck all the way out. But in answer to your question, I think that there's so much pressure. You can see these days, and look at the playlist on Spotify. I don't know about you, but the amount of the content is, it's so cliche, it's misogynistic, and just absolutely crazy. And it seems to me the only reason that people do that is to think they have to compete on that level with everybody else, and it's going the wrong direction, I feel.
Right.
But I think many artists are truly heartfelt. I mean, you can tell when they sing, the artists that are truly singing from heart. So it's a difficult road to have to pay the bills and to pay all your people and to stay relevant in this day and age to do that thing. But this is quite different. You know, this is all about heart, you know. And hopefully a feeling on a musical pop level as well.
Yeah, it seems like the modern Kirtan aspect of what you're doing is also bridging, as Alison said, bridging the East and the West, and all the different spiritualities in a way. I mean, it's so encompassing what you're doing. I mean, you have such talent and such a wonderful background, and Alison represents the yin in a way, the yin energy, and Chris, you represent the yang energy, and bringing that all together. I mean, the thought that comes to me is that you guys represent the whole package of spiritual, devotional music, you know, coming from the heart, coming
beautiful
with service. So really, so marvelous.
I feel
so.
It.
On that note, I think the second song you have in mind, I think just fits so nicely with exactly what we're talking about.
Yes, and this is a song that Chris wrote and brought to me, and I said, oh, yay, yes. And it's beautiful, and again, it's just so easy to listen to the words and to just feel that energy just pouring right into your heart. So this song is called Reverence, and actually I can throw a shout out to another public figure that I've just been really enjoying listening to lately, which is Charles Eisenstein, not a musician, but goes into politics and economics, and he talks about having a deep reverence for all life, for everybody, because right now we've got this huge divide between us with all the, you know, the polarities that I mentioned. You feel the tension between these two sides, and we have to be able to find that common thread, and through reverence, and what that is actually is a deep respect for recognizing that everybody embodies that divine universal life force essence, and each person has their own experience in life, and unless we're willing to sit and hear other people's stories and really try to actively listen and understand why they feel the way they feel, why they believe what they believe, then maybe we can find some common ground. So this ultimately is a song about love and coming into the heart, but I just put that out there for everybody in the times that we're in, that if we can practice reverence, that is a noble practice.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for that, Alison. That in of itself was healing. We don't even need a song now. Okay.
Well, we're playing a bridged version of the song anyway.
The song
work in progress.
Yes.
Extra benefit. Yes, beautiful. Okay, we're waiting.
All right. Invite everybody to place their hands over their hearts. Feel that energy right there in the center of your chest.
Mm. Wow, that's really medicine for the body, mind, and spirit. You know, really, you can just feel that washing over you and healing the body, mind, spirit.
Wait till you hear
You
the
can
background vocals
imagine.
in that track. Wait till
You can
hear that.
imagine. I mean,
Whoa.
can you imagine if that song was played during the protests when people are fighting and having that music just washing over people and sending out that vibration through the universe? Fabulous, fabulous.
Beautiful.
So wonderful.
Thank you.
So wonderful. So let's take a look. I want you to take a quick look to see if we do have any questions at all, maybe in the chat at all. Okay, so somebody asked about the lyrics. Okay, oh,
Can I
hey
download
there.
it on my machine?
Yeah,
Can I download this song, this music? I'd really like to download it onto my tablet, you know? I'd
well,
like to listen to
actually,
it every now and then. Fine, when I'm not feeling too good, if I get into
Aw.
a deep depression, sometimes I feel like a sense of hopelessness. If I could only turn those songs on and just listen to them for a little while, it would really be nice.
Oh, sweet.
there you go. That's exactly why they are producing this wonderful music, and that's something to look forward to. I think you're going to be producing a CD, not CD maybe, but an album near the end of this year, correct?
Yes. Well, we're working on the CD now. We have a bunch of songs, and we're going to be finishing by December 21st. We're definitely going to be done by then.
Wow.
But we do have a couple of songs that are already finished on our website. They're available on our website.
Well, We Are the Ones is on the
At
website.
Amazon.
And they're
Fireflies is not on there?
not yet.
So we have the one song, and the website is?
Thefieldmusic.com.
Oh, let me
So
put that
you
down.
can
And we're going to play that
You ready?
song next, too.
Yes, or musictohealtheworld.com. Yep, they both go to the
The
same place.
field music.
The Field
Yeah,
Music.
it's all the information. All the information was in the advertisement for the event today.
I see Rick
So if you
just
take
put
a
it
look
in the
at
chat. Thanks, Rick.
All right, I'll put it on my
Yeah.
notepad.
If you take a
There.
look at advertisement, right, the event information, just for Chris's album that got recently, he on his web put up the watering hole, like a video of that song. And if you have a chance, please go listen to that, because that is also really, really fabulous, a marvelous message for our times. And to check out his album.
I'm sure it's on site, right?
So
that
please
would
do
be
that.
on Chris's website, which is Chris Toland, like Poland with a T, ChrisTolandmusic.com.
Oh my God, let me get
Very
this on.
good.
So many things. So, all
Very
right.
good. Yes.
Chris,
TOLAND.
got your name.
Very good. Excellent.
.com, but your name's right up there. I see that.
Yes, it's all of that
ChrisToland.com.
information is in the information for the event. So you could take a look at the information for today's event and all
I
that
got it right
information.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it here.
Hey, beautiful.
Fabulous.
Thank
Fabulous.
you.
All
Yay.
the links are there. Beautiful. Great, jLTg.
Very good. Okay, excellent. So anybody have any questions at all for Alison or Chris? If you do, you could just write it in the chat box. So that might be the easiest way, if anybody.
That's very cheap.
They just want to hear the music.
They just want to hear the music, right? I can't blame them, right? The music is so amazing.
Aw, thanks so much. Thanks for having
Okay.
us.
Very
Very
reasonable.
cool.
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely.
Very reasonable.
No.
I like that. Very, very reasonable. Not too much.
Okay, wonderful. All right, well, anything else, particularly Chris, Alison, that you wanted to mention at all before we go into the last song? Anything else that you feel that you need to mention? One thing that I did want to mention a bit is that the music that we've listened to from them is in English, but they also do music in Sanskrit for people that are more into the traditional Kirtan music. And so they, again, bridged that East and West, traditional with modern. So they really cover all the bases in a way.
Wonderful. Yes, and we look forward to being able to do this in person again because, of course, a traditional aspect of Kirtan would be call and response, and certainly having that feedback from a group of people, obviously you can't replace that virtually, but
No.
we feel us all connected through the ethers here, and it's important to stay connected during this time, and we hope that our music can help to uplift and inspire and help people to remember what's true and beautiful in this world. And yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's definitely, that's a great message, to keep your eye sort of on their website, the field, okay? Keep your eye open for events that they might have, because if you can attend their event in person, I mean, you think this is powerful now, but being in the presence of the music, feeling that vibration directly, right? Very, very powerful.
Excuse me,
very
Dr. J. There's a question in the
Yes.
chat box. Maritore had a question.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
You're
Let's see.
welcome.
Christopher said about it's never too late to learn how to sing or improve. Please ask him, how can we improve our voice? Okay. Good question. Chris, do you want to answer that?
Well, it's hard to answer that not knowing exactly what you're singing, but I think that one thing that is absolutely crucial is to, when you sing, a good technique that I use is, if you're singing it, sing it the way that you would say it to someone. Like, I always give this example, like, you wouldn't say, I love you. You know what I mean? You'd say, I love you. So, you know, you'd say, I love you. You know, you sing it the way you would say it. And that's a good way to kind of cut through the BS. Did I say BS? Am I allowed to say it? Is that a Kirtan term?
No problem. It's okay. Very good. That's great advice. Excellent. Okay, so this is your opportunity, folks, you know, to ask any questions that you have to these two amazing artists. You know, you don't get a chance like this very often. So if you have a question, don't be shy. You know, type it in. Typing it in is maybe the fastest. But any questions at all? Okay.
Anyone? Oh, come on.
Okay, very good, very good. Okay, so let's move on then. So finally, Chris and Alison, are there any last points that you want to make? Any kind of last things that you want to? Okay, let's see. We have Serge. Okay, Serge is raising his hand. So Serge, did you want to say something? So there you go. Okay, there you go. Welcome, Serge.
Hi, didn't notice I was raising my hand. Alison, Chris, amazing job. You know, that second song, that should be on the radio waves.
Right.
It was such a great tone,
totally
a great beat to it.
$2.
You know, and the message, you can't, you don't lose it, that kind of message. So what does it take to get some airtime for you guys?
There you go. Okay, Serge. Well, if you know of some way for them to get airtime, you know, contact them, let them know. I mean, we're all connected to somebody, right? But definitely that song, you know, when you listen to that song, you know, it's like, you know, top 5, top 3, right? It's going to be like in the Kirtan, you know, Kirtan top 3 coming up, right? So it's only a matter of time. Once that gets out there, it's going to like explode. So Serge, like, yeah, that's a great point. Great point.
I put a question, Dr. J.
Yes,
I put
go ahead.
one.
Yes.
No, it's in the chat.
Oh, it's in the chat. Okay, let me take a look there. Okay. Okay, Samantha's like following the chat rules here. Okay, how long have you been singing together? Oh, okay, that's a great question. How long have you two been singing together?
Actually, 2 years. Yep, it was
Oh,
2
only 2
years
years.
ago in August that we met. I always say, you know, I had Beacon of Light Wellness Center here in Beacon, New York, and I said, Beacon of Light led me to Chris.
Yeah, well, at
Yes.
first I was the producer, but then Alison came up with the lovely idea of a spirit jam, which was lovely because we had a flood of creativity and created these foundations for these songs. It just took off, and we have so much fun, as you can see. It's so fun to harmonize.
Right. It is about a harmonization, right?
Totally.
We need harmonization on the whole planet right
We
now.
all need to harmonize.
That's amazing. That's only been a couple of years. You guys seem like you've been doing this together since childhood. So like so perfectly in harmony. Marvelous, marvelous. Anybody else? Any other questions at all? Okay, all right, very good. Oh, what? Let's see. Getting it on radio. I think you could call, right? Generally pester your local radio stations to play the song and share it. Okay, Serge, we're gonna leave that up to you. Okay, that's your job to do that.
Not so much.
Right?
It's only
But definitely,
2 hours.
definitely, Serge makes an excellent point. That's totally something that you could hear professionally because it's so beautiful, so clean, such a powerful message. You know, it's just like boom, right?
Yeah.
Right there.
There's
Gets you
all
to the
these
heart.
links here.
Marvelous.
Oh, right
Okay.
here.
And anybody else?
This is so
Any
nice.
other last thoughts?
Oh, I
Alison,
can't wait to
Chris?
watch this.
Well, I guess I would like to, you know, before we play the last song for you, just give you a little background about this. I'm sure we've heard the phrase before, we are the ones we've been waiting for. But this is a song that I wrote a few years ago, and Chris helped me to arrange beautifully and change the key and change some of what I was playing on the piano and just made it what it is today. And but I just really want people to embrace this message because we cannot wait for somebody to come and fix the world's problems for us. Okay, this happens right here. Right. It's up to each of us. We have to all collectively take 100% responsibility for what we are co-creating on this planet. So we are the ones we've been waiting for. And that ultimately is an empowering message. So thank you.
Yes, and just to kind of give a shout out too as well, if you read Alison's bio, you'll notice that she also, I don't know how she does it all, but she's also the founder of the Save the
Beacon of Light Wellness, and also secondchancefoods.org.
Second Chance Foods,
food rescue organization that does wonderful work in the world. But so yes, the work I do is about helping to heal people and the planet. So and naturally I bring music and sound into my healing work. So
yeah, so check out, if you have a chance, check out that Second Chance Foods. I mean, if you're into volunteering, that's in the upstate area, I believe, right? So if you're into that, or if you have an interest in that, please take a look at that. And also, as Alison mentioned, she's a wonderful healer, right? So you can imagine working with her, right? I mean, not only do you get a healer, but you get beautiful music too. So it's like 2 for the price of 1. So great. Please take a look at her website. She does work with people on a very deep level, shamanic, yogic healing, and that's just nutrition. Right? She does healing with nutrition as well. So really a wide range of healing modalities available. And obviously Chris works with people with voice, with music as well. If you're interested in learning music, you know, every dimension of music, Chris is also available for that as well. So,
and we'd like to thank you jLTg, we'd like to thank you as well. I mean,
Yes,
we're
much
bouncing
gratitude.
we're bouncing our music off of you, and it bounces back to us, and we get to see
So
your
encouraging and
beautiful
supportive.
light shining, and your lovely, inspiring words, and your incredible inspirations. Lovely.
Thank you. Thank you. It's very easy when working with two inspiring people like you.
Lovely.
Very good. Okay, let's see. Just let's take a look one last time to see if there are any questions at all. Okay, let's see. Okay, love you kids. Okay, so somebody put the Second Chance Foods website link there in the chat box if anyone's interested. Somebody's already subscribed to your newsletter. Fabulous. Okay.
Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so I think we are ready for this song to just take us to another level.
Right.
Thank you.
We are the ones. Three, four.
Blessed be the little ones who walk the earth, so innocent, how light they tread.
Oh, wow. So amazing, so beautiful, so touching, and
Thank
just
you.
really, I mean, this is why I want to call this session experiential. You can experience the healing with your music, having listened to that. So now at this point, I am going to go to gallery view. So I invite everybody to put on your video so we can all sort of come together at this point here right now.
Yay.
We have 17 people with us, wonderful. So feel free right now to put on your video, click on your video icon there so we can see each other. Beautiful. And so let's just connect and be here together right now. So if you wish, put on that little video icon so that we can all see each other right now together, all of us here together. Because I think that's the music, that's the meaning of the music, for us to really be here together. So now let's just allow the words, the music, the experience today just to settle and connect with each other right now. The love, the reverence, the realization that we are the ones we've been waiting for. And every little act of goodness, of love that we do reverberates the entire universe. As Mother Teresa said, you know, very few of us are going to be able to do huge, gigantic, enormous acts of goodness. But each of us are capable of doing little acts with great, tremendous, gigantic love. And when we do that, just like the butterfly, beating its wings, creating a hurricane on the other side of the world, any acts of goodness, any acts of love, kindness, however small, spreads to the entire universe. And tonight, with Alison and Chris sharing their wonderful gifts, their music, so moving, has really literally vibrated through the state, through this country, through the globe, through the universe. And who knows, maybe some aliens on the other side of the universe right now are connecting with this wonderful sense of love. And they're like, wow, where's this coming from?
Awesome.
So I invite, would anybody like to say any inspiring thoughts, any kind of last words that you'd like to share? Feel free. You can click on your mic and put on your video, and anybody would like to say anything right now to sort of inspiring last words. Carol and Rick, yes, welcome.
I want to thank you, Dr. J, as always, and I want to thank Alison and Chris, who inspire us every day. And these two people are just bright lights and beacons of light, and doing big acts and small acts every day. So
Wonderful.
Just tirelessly
Thank
giving.
you, guys.
Thank you, guys. We love you.
Right, yes, big and small, beautiful. Could anybody else? Yes, Serge.
Thank you again, Alison, for inviting me. I really appreciate and enjoying the music. And one thing I know is that it's in small packages and small groups that big things can happen. 16 of us here. 16 people can impact 16 others that can impact 16 others. We truly can be that message that you're singing in your music. Thank you.
Fabulous, fabulous, wonderful point, Serge. Thank you for making that.
Oh.
And I think it was it Margaret Mead that mentioned that all, you know, amazing changes, you know, revolutionary changes starts with a small group of dedicated people.
Yeah.
Just like us.
really
16,
changed
17
my
of us
whole
getting together,
perspective.
right?
It took
And
my
then boom.
perspective to a negative to a positive one. And I came in here feeling so upset and depressed and everything, and I listened to you, and it just kind of altered my perspective on everything. I realized that most people are good. Most of the people in the block where I live are good people. There are not many exceptions.
Exactly, Michelle. That's it.
So
there you
much.
go. Thank you for sharing
People are
that.
not bad, you know.
Right?
Most
Yes.
people are good. They're like us. They're just like
that-
you and me.
That's
right.
such a wonderful message. Thank you for sharing that, Michelle.
Thank
Sometimes we can become depressed. Sometimes we can feel like, oh my gosh, and everything's so dark, and we're getting all these dark messages, and it just seems like everything is just going to trash. But as Michelle said, so many wonderful people with big hearts, right? So many powerful people doing small, great, wonderful things. Each of us, we're all capable of that. And there's so much love in the world, right? So let us not forget the light that is shining so brightly all the time. Fabulous. Anybody else?
I'd just like to say thank you for singing for us, and thank you, Dr. J, also.
Thank you, Samantha. Yeah, it's so nice to have you with us, Samantha.
Samantha.
Samantha is always joining us every week with her smiling face. Okay. Very good. Very good. Anybody else at all? Yeah, John.
I would like to say a big thank you to my junior high school buddy, Chris, and Allison. Thank you.
I love you. Hey.
Great.
Thank you for your beautiful music. It's very inspirational. Last night I was listening to Connection all night. It was just divine. I love it.
Wonderful.
And I just want to say a little phrase that I tell my students at my college where I teach singing remotely now, sadly, but I tell them, remember that science will get us through this horrible pandemic, but art and artists will get us, science will get us out of this pandemic, but art and artists will get us through it.
Wow, yeah, let's hear for that. Yes, art, so powerful. As Einstein mentioned, yes, reason is great, but it's that creativity, right? It's that creativity that brings us to the next level. And as John mentioned, I think that's what he's mentioning, is that we need that art, we need that inspiration, we need that vision to shoot us through this pandemic, through a new paradigm, through to a new level. And that's what's going to be needed to get us through and have humanity survive all of this. So wonderful point, John. Thank you. Good, very good. Anybody else?
It was
Lisa,
nice
yes. Yes,
it was
Lisa.
nice to meet you, and it was very nice to have a spiritual leader who was smiling and so happy to direct us for a change, and not all solemn. So thank you for that very much.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. And thank you for your smiling face.
And my applause.
Right, yes, we need that. We need that. Very good.
John, say hi to Regina for me. It's Lisa Macagnoni. Also high school.
I will, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa. Hey, sweetheart.
Hope to see you guys again.
Very good. Okay, any last words? Anybody else? Okay, Maritare, yes, from all the way from Mexico.
Yes,
Mexico City.
Mexico is in the
Yay.
house.
Yes.
Con mucho gusto.
Gracias, igualmente.
De nada.
Thank you very much for this experience. I'm really into music. I also like to sing at a church. It's a long time ago since I've never sing, but I still do it in my place to praise the Lord. And we are connected in love. It's the most beautiful thing in the world. And like Dr. J and you said, that it's very important to give even a little detail, a little thing, showing love and kindness.
Thank you, Marta. Yes. So Marta, as I mentioned, she's in Mexico City, and it's tough. I mean, it's tough all over, but in America, we've been receiving some assistance from the government, but in Mexico, no assistance. So Maritare has been so brave and so courageous getting out there, and she has her own little business that she does, and just being positive, doing her meditation. So beautiful, Maritare. Keep it up.
Amazing.
Keep it up.
Nice to see you.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Wow.
very good. Anybody else at all? Okay, on that positive note, thank you again, Chris and Alison, for this wonderful, wonderful event of sharing your love, inspiration, your message, your wisdom.
Thank you.
So everybody know that that is always available to you, right? Their website is online. And also that song, the last song
Oh,
is
yes. If I could say
available
that
on
We
their
Are the
website.
Ones is available for download on our website. So that one
Very
is
good.
ready to go.
There's just going to get it on the radio.
Yes, yes.
that's
you need to
There's
get it
right.
on
just going to get it on the radio.
Well, that's
So
going to
if
be,
anybody
then we
knows-
really will be in the new earth, because we just have to imagine the possibilities.
Right. And also, if you like to hear more of Chris's music, beautiful, he has a beautiful voice, go to his website, and that will send you to a link where you can download his music through Apple Music, right? So it's available. So please go ahead and check that out. Really, really powerful. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Have a beautiful evening, everybody. Wonderful to see each and every one of you. Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Beautiful
much.
people.
Bye,
Yeah, have a wonderful night.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.